And welcome into another edition of Sylvan Hills basketball. This time the Bears and the Lady Bears out on the road, out here in Vilonia, Arkansas, where both teams will be taking on the Eagles and the Lady Eagles, respectively, this evening. As we get you set for tonight, about 2.5 minutes to tip off, or at least intros. Lady Bears looking to bounce back in this one, but let's take a look at the opponent here. Vilonia Eagles, well, the Lady Eagles, I should say. This team, don't let the record fool you. This team is loaded. This is also a team that's dealing with a lot of issues at hand. They've had some folks that are on the injured list, some of their better players. Been dealing with injuries, concussion protocols. I believe they've got a couple of them back, but just in the nick of time, if you will, as we are getting set for conference play, as this is actually the first conference matchup for Vilonia, second game in conference play for the Lady Bears. But just taking a look at the Lady Eagles, 5-4 on the year. Again, don't let that record fool you, because they have put up some interesting games, and they've got some dubs under their belt. As they started the season, a big loss to Harbor, although that's one of the better teams in the state. And then they went on a little 4-game winning streak, knocking off the likes of Parkview, Lake Hamilton, Marion, and Russellville before a loss to PA, beat Bryant. Close loss to Little Rock Central, which that's the one that's going to get everybody's attention right there. Only a 57-53 loss there, and that is a team, that Central team, already looks like a team of destiny, possibly. And then they went on the road in West Memphis, lost a close game there as well. 45-41. But taking a look at the Sylvan Hills Lady Bears, 3-5 overall on the season, as the Lady Bears have just kind of hit the wall here of late. Seems like a lot of teams have sort of figured them out to a certain degree. But they did start off the year pretty solid. Again, just kind of rolling through the Lady Bears schedule here. Wins at El Dorado, close loss to Alma, big-time win against East M, and then a loss to Mills. They barely beat Benton. You might remember that game a couple weeks ago. Went on the road to Searcy, close loss there. And then Little Rock Christian, that game just kind of got away from them as they took it on the chin, 70-33, a game that, honestly, they were just really never in from the start, as they just got steamboated early on in this one. Teams are now taking the floor. We are getting set for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. And we're going to step aside here just a moment so we can handle those affairs.
At this time, will you please rise as we take a moment to honor our great country? We'll begin the evening with a moment of silence, followed by the pledge, and then we'll have our national anthem. At this time, join me in a moment of silence.
And there you have it, Murica. So again, as we get you set for this game, again, very, very early in conference play right now. But again, this is the conference opener for Vilonia. But right now, standings, just because we have standings now, just something to go over. So sitting at 1-0 currently is BB, Christian, Greenbrier, and Parkview. And then anybody who's taken a loss right now, Mount St. Mary's, Jacksonville, Maumelle, and your Sylvan Hills Lady Bears. Again, this is Vilonia's opening game. So a little bit of an odd number there just because of the private school, kind of bouncing up and down, things like that. I've got opinions on that, but we'll save that for another day, maybe on the pod. Actually, I wonder, do we even have a pod? We need a pod, Will. He's giving me the thumbs up, albeit very sarcastically, but, it is what it is. So, so we get you set here. Oh, they got the lights show going here in Vilonia. So don't worry, you haven't lost your signal. They just get it popping here in Vilonia. As we get set for it, they kind of going with the little bit of the smoke and mirrors, old Chicago Bulls vibe here. Look at that, even they got the spotlight on them and the whole bit. You gotta love it. I respect it. Sure wish Sylvan Hills would pull out some gamesmanship like this. So if Coach Tip is watching, hey, let's get the lights going here. But speaking of Coach Tipton, I've been giving him a hard time here the past couple of weeks about a new hire on the gridiron, and as many of you maybe have seen, or if you haven't, we're breaking in for you. The Sylvan Hills football team has hired Mark Kelly as their new head football coach. If the name sounds familiar, he actually took the Searcy Panthers to a 6A state championship back in 2018. He also served as the offensive coordinator most recently with the Conway Wampus Cats. So he's got a bit of a pedigree with him. So Sylvan Hills fans should be excited. Maybe not a name that necessarily moves the needle, but if you ask me, great hire. Super nice guy on top of that. So I think Bears fans will learn to love Mark Kelly. Actually, he's having a baby here in the spring, so you better get to know him real quick because he might disappear for a little bit at least. But he's got his work cut out for him, as it's been well documented. That team 0-20 in the past 2 years. So he's got his work cut out for him. Lady Bears in the black unis tonight with the white stripes, the blue lettering, and the Vilonia Lady Eagles in the whites with the red stripes and the black outline. As we get you set for tip, and Sylvan Hills will control the tip-off here. So we are off and running. Bears taking their time right there. Definitely one you want to look out there is for Khalees McDaniel. A little reckless there. J.C. Rainey short on that one. McDaniel gets the rebound, and we've got a full-blown just ooey. So, good hustle foul there. Unfortunately, the Bears come away with nothing on their first possession, but that foul is on Sanaya Miller. Her first, the team's first. And this is the team you're going to have to watch out for because they will snipe. Lady Bears, again, one of those teams, they don't rebound very well. And that's 2 quick fouls on Sanaya Miller. Not even a minute into this game, and that's already her second foul.
Foul was on number 23, Sanaya Miller. That's her second.
So that's something that is a bit concerning for the Lady Bears here early on. And the Eagles convert to the 3 the hard way. So 3-0 here very early on. And it's the press. Now this is something that you're going to see teams implore against this team just because Sylvan Hills has not been great against the press. A little bit of an errant pass there by McDaniel. And check that. Kylie Metcalf couldn't quite handle the heat there. Turnover by the Bears. But this Vilonia team, definitely a team you're going to have to look out for, especially from beyond the arc. Case in point right there is they will shoot it, and they've been known to make them. Oh, and that's just one you got to have right there. Bears get the timeout as Rainey had possession of the ball. Almost had another turnover there for the Bears, but as I was saying, with this Vilonia Lady Eagles team, they ain't afraid to shoot from beyond the arc, and they're going to shoot from beyond the arc. Now, again, with some of their better players out, might be a little tougher to come by when it comes to points. Some of their sniper gang may not be quite as active, but this is a team that they're going to shoot. So that is definitely something to look out for. Just want to give a shout out to the chat. If you're in the chat, let me know. Try to get these numbers up a little bit here as we go through this affair. But hey, get at me. Where you watching from? All that kind of fun stuff here. We'll shout you out as the broadcast goes along here. Bears doing a lot better with the press early on in this affair, as they just got cooked against Little Rock Christian with their press. Bears with the rebound, can't quite come up with it. Sanaya Miller, that was her shot that did not fall. And the Bears will turn it over. So nothing doing so far for the Lady Bears. But still 3-0. And again, only a buck and a half gone by, so all is well is still well. So the Bears need to definitely use their athleticism. And that foul is called on Drew Lattimore. Guess they gave her the block on that. I thought she was moving her feet enough, but the Pinstripes did not agree. Kicks it back out there to Maddie Mannion. And the turnover for the Bears. As Khalees McDaniel bringing the ball up. We'll see if the Bears can get some points in this affair. J.C. Rainey thought about it. Gets it back to McDaniel. Oh, the sit cross. Oh, the kick out. Rainey. Oh, off the front of the iron. Bears do get the rebound, though. Bears are on the board. That's Sanaya Miller. Oh, that's just unfortunate. And if that's not a microcosm of how the Bears season has been going so far, I don't know what is. As that rebound just could not get corralled by Drew Lattimore. So ball stays with the Eagles. Fresh clock out there. And again, they'll tee it up. That's from way out there. Swish by Brianna Burnham. So the Bears don't need to allow too many of those to fall, as this one could get out of hand real quickly, or if J.C. Rainey can get hot. The bank is open Friday night. Oh, Lord, I'm going to tell you, from my angle, I was like, what was that? She paid attention in geometry class, and she gets that one to fall. So that one was pretty clutch, as the Bears cut the lead to 1 now. So we are definitely off and running. Okay, Mia Dixon, I see you out here. Checking in from Jones Boogie. All right. Lots of good hoop going on up there. I'll tell you that right now. That Arkansas State Red Wolves team, woo, they are lighting it up right now. Definitely one of those mid-major teams to look out for, not only now but in the future. Now, granted, you got to hold on to your coach up there because he's making waves, is Coach Hodgson. We've got a whistle here. Not sure what. Oh, I think we've got a clock issue here. So that was the reason for the whistle. It's like we're just bringing the ball up here. I didn't see anybody do anything. And we seem to have that ironed out. Oh, the good hands there by Drew Lattimore. She gets the steal. Wise decision there to just pull back. J.C. Rainey. That's Metcalf, pulls it back out. Oh, Miller wanted it. Albeit for just a second. Oh, gets her pocket picked by Sydney Middleton, who goes coast to coast. That's peanut butter and the toast. And just flat throws the ball behind Drew Lattimore. So, again, that is going to be one of those things. If you're any team watching this Sylvan Hills Bears team, you're throwing the kitchen sink at them. Bears have still proven they can't handle the press very well, which is surprising considering the athleticism that they have. But it is something that has given them fits. Great ball movement by this Lady Eagles team. Finds Middleton just sitting in the paint for the easy two. And that's another thing there. Players just holding on to the ball just a tick too long. But the Lady Bears do get out of it there. Good cross-court action. Oh, that's from way down. And unfortunately, Drew Lattimore cannot convert the three-point play. 10-5 here, about halfway through the first quarter. Jay Burr with you here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. Oh, Middleton driving the lane. Great look. As that's Katie Simon. Just found her all by herself. Great look as everybody just converged onto her. And there's that motor for McDaniel that we've been talking about. J.C. Rainey hit all three of them. That could be a development tonight. She's 2 for 4 from beyond the arc here early on. So that's going to be something the Bears are going to have to do if they want to try to hang. Oh, Lord, puts them in the spin cycle. Sydney Middleton settled down. Great move. That's also kind of one thing that we've seen here the past few weeks. This Bears team, they're more of a team rather than individual. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they have just played against some teams who've just got that dog out there. Sylvan Hills doesn't really have that dog that you can lean on to be like, hey, we need a bucket, go get it. No, they tend to spread the ball around. As you can see, J.C. Rainey could be having her a night. But Sanaya Miller, one of those teams, or one of those players that you tend to lean on overall. Drew Lattimore, another one of those. Kylie Metcalf, if they can find some size advantage down low, she's definitely one of those ones to hang your hat on as well. So this team definitely spreads it out. And then when Khalees McDaniel gets going, she's like a train, hard to stop. And then just every once in a while, gets a little sloppy on the Bears, and that's a perfect example right there as McDaniel kind of left before she had it. So the ball will go back to the Lady Eagles. So Katie Simon taking her time. That's Mannion from way out there. And like I said, this Vilonia team will shoot. J.C. Rainey, stop, pop. Ooh, nothing but air there. Oh, that's definitely a travel. So Mannion getting a little bit ahead of herself there. But that'll work out in the Bears' favor.
Into the ball game for Vilonia, number 3, Kinsley Keller.
Kinsley Keller checking in for the first time for Vilonia. Now, if there's one thing that the Lady Bears could play to their advantage is currently this Vilonia team just not very deep. They're going to rely on their starters heavily. So if they can get it into a little bit of an up-and-down game, they can maybe use that to their advantage as Khalees McDaniel picks up her second. That's on Miller. That is her third personal, so I wouldn't expect to see her at least in the first half here, sitting on 3 fouls. Vilonia also will be shooting the double bonus for the rest of the quarter as calls are 5-0 in favor of Vilonia. Vilonia swinging around the outside, just a little bit ahead of Kylan Kenny there.
In the game for Vilonia, number 5, Sydney Middleton.
Sydney Middleton checking back in for the Eagles. Kylan Kenny checks out. McDaniel with the ball, bringing it up. And they get past the halfway mark, which is a bit of a victory in and of itself. J.C. Rainey in some trouble. Great bounce pass. There it is. Oh, just couldn't get it to fall. That's Nia Hurd-Thomas, her first action. And the Bears could not corral the rebound.
Into the ball game,
And the Eagles will get possession. 14-8. Bit of an up and down affair here, but nobody really pulling away just yet. Bears defense has been a lot better as the quarter has gone on. They're not allowing some of those shots. And again, rebounding has been something that the Bears have struggled with. Kim Henry couldn't put down both of the bunnies. And that works for me because the Bears come away, no points allowed. A bit of a bunch up there on the far side. Hurd Thomas kicks it back out. McDaniel driving the lane. Probably should have taken it, but J.C. Rainey, why not? And we've got a jump ball. Bears will maintain possession. $1:18 left here in the first. Again, a low-scoring affair in this one so far. So, chat, get at me. Let me know what's up. McDaniel with the spin move. Gets the ball off. Good ball movement for the Bears. Nobody wanting to really take that shot. And Lady Bears unaware that the shot clock was as low as it was. And they get the shot clock violation. So those things you just got to call out if you're anybody is to just put it up. Hope for the best. Middleton got to her spot. Passed it off to Henry, who just one of the easiest layups she'll get in her existence. Lady Bears getting doubled up right now. We'll see if they can get out of it. Now they got to get past the half-court line. There you go. McDaniel with the crossover just runs into a nest of Eagles, and they are off and running. Oh, Burnham couldn't finish it off. She heard the footsteps coming. And Lattimore with the miss, her own rebound. And McDaniel couldn't finish it off either. So no points for the Bears there. Oh, the backdoor cut. Oh, and use the body. Good move there by Mannion. And that foul is going to go to Rainey. So just over 16 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Mannion will shoot two. Splash on the first. Kenny and Simon checking back in for the Lady Eagles. And they will come in for Keller and Middleton. Knocks them both down, extends their lead to 10. Hurd Thomas having some difficulty. McDaniel, you certainly got to respect her, but she tends to be a little reckless with that ball at times. Oh, right in to the chest. And no shot there. But you got to be a little disappointed in the Bears there, not being able to even get the shot off. Well, after one, it's an 18-8 affair, so nothing too crazy just yet. We're going to take a quick break here. We got second quarter action coming up with you on the other side.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning, in the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excelled in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
Jay Burr back with you here in Vilonia as the Lady Bears take on the Lady Eagles. Again, 18-8 your score right now. Bears are trailing. Not out of control just yet, but hopefully the Bears can take over here in the second quarter. Because you hate to fall to 0-2 in conference play just before the holidays. That's definite Grinch status right there. But to the credit of the Bears, they've kind of held, I say kind of, held the Lady Eagles in a little bit of check. Maybe not all the way in check, because they did knock down a couple of open threes, but those three-point shots don't seem to be quite as open as they were early on in this one, as the Lady Bears have kind of found their legs underneath them. But definitely want to try to limit Mannion, as she has been sort of the catalyst of this team so far. But look at that. That's from way downtown. From Middleton. Again, she ain't scared. And she'll toss it up there. Bears come away with it. McDaniel pulling it back. Probably had the lane there. The crossover. Pulls it back. Hurd Thomas. Gets it out to Rainey. Oh, go ahead and take that shot, girl. McDaniel with the ball. Oh, the nice off the glass move there. Go ahead, Khalees McDaniel. Oh, the clean block there. Oh, and then the giveaway. Can't be careless with the ball. Great pass to open up Henry. And the Lady Eagles will now implore the press. Again, has given the Bears some fits this year. Seems to be a little bit of a loose press. McDaniel, oh, that's definitely a travel. So this has been the Bears' sort of Achilles heel this season. They just tend to go into spurts of being a little reckless with the ball, just those turnovers that just aren't necessary. And when you're not able to even shoot the ball, it's hard to score. Oh, that's just silky smooth by Mannion. Passed up a good shot for a great shot. Tip of the cap there, as that ball was silky smooth. 22-10 now. And the Bears just need to be able to try and get just some shots off. Again, you hate to come down here, burn a lot of your shot clock, and not even have an opportunity, as that is just one of those things that'll kill you. As Burnham finishes the breakaway that time, and a timeout by the Bears, as this one has gone from bad to worse. So now a 24-10 lead for the Lady Eagles, as they hit the extra point there to go up 2 touchdowns. And Henry looking a little rough there on the sidelines. Not sure if she's battling some illness. Maybe just the up and down pace of this game getting to her a little bit. She's got the trash can there, so we hope she's doing all right. You always hate to see it. But she is sucking wind a little bit here. But, again, could be battling something. And it's that time of year. And, you know, the temperatures, they've been up and down. It's warm, then it's cold. Cold in the mornings, kind of pleasant in the afternoons, but then it gets cold again. Now it's just getting cold. It's windy. Ugh. Miss me with this. We've hit that portion of the broadcast where we start talking about the weather. So when we resume, Bears will have it. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first half. Some final instructions from the officials there. Bears get the ball in relatively easy. Oh, telegraphed that pass. And the three, and that's no good. And the Bears fortunate to come away unscathed on that one, as Drew Lattimore telegraphed that pass pretty easily. Not falling for it again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. You can't get fooled again. Oh, the cross court. Nia Thomas Hurd probably should have pulled up on it. McDaniel, she ain't scared. But unfortunately, it does not go down. And it's just one of those kind of nights where the ball goes through about 3 Lady Bears, falls right to one of the Lady Eagles, and the pinpoint pass for the easy bucket. McDaniel using the spin move there, almost gets it picked off. Got to see where Mannion is on the court. She's been everywhere. Lattimore trying to make stops, pops, let it drop off the glass. They call those fundamentals where I'm from. So Bears finally get one here in the second quarter. Been a bit of a rough patch for them. Mannion kicks it out. I mean, this passing is crisp from the Eagles as Middleton finishes the job, but you got to tip your hat to Burnham's vision there to get that one through. And the quick hands, and she is on the line. Valiant effort by Sydney Middleton. Fortunately for the Bears, it stays with them. Kylie Metcalf checking in for the first time. She will take the place of Kamaya Turner. Vilonia also swapping them in and out fairly quickly. Not anybody has gotten just an extended run. And when your depth is a little limited, you know, that's what you got to have to do. And also apparently you've got one fighting illness or something over there as well. So that could further limit what you've got going on. Kiss the sky with that one. And Kylie Metcalf will go to the line for a pair. Jayla Thompson with that rainbow 3 attempt.
At the line for the Lady Bears, number 32, Kylie Metcalf.
So these will be the first free throws of the night for the Lady Bears. Hopefully they can knock them both down here. I'm always a big proponent of scoring points when the clock's not running. And she misses the front half. Ah, there it is. Rattles one home there. And the Bears at least come away with a point. We're going to have to start coming away with a lot more points as this lead has ballooned to 15. And right now, the Lady Eagles seem to have figured something out with this Bears team as they are just running around crazy and knocking them down. That is Kylan Kenny, who just buries the 3. And right now, we've got the inverse operation going here, 31-13. It's usually not a good sign when you've got the reverse score put up on you. McDaniel with the fake, misses the shot. And we are off to the races. Good effort. In fact, that's a great effort by Nia Thomas Hurd Thomas, excuse me. And Jayla Thompson will check out. Oh, left her wide open, yeah. Katie Simon just wide open there. Lady Bears have hung their hats on their defense, but nothing doing so far in this game as Vilonia seems to have figured it out as they've almost doubled up their point output this quarter. Kamora Washington checking in for the first time. Bears going with a little size, so we'll see if they can use that to their advantage. Maybe start playing a little bully ball down low in the paint as the shots have not been falling, but J.C. Rainey, you can normally count on her. Nothing doing that time, and the ball will go over to the Lady Eagles. So right now, another one of those games where just nothing seems to be going right for the Lady Bears, and the scoreboard definitely reflects it right now. The lead is now up to 20 And Vilonia just carving up this Bears defense. So good to see Kim Henry back in, number 15 for the Lady Eagles, as she was struggling a little bit over there on the sidelines earlier. A rare miss by Mannion. Oh, good hands by Mannion, however, as the Bears were trying to find Lattimore on the break. McDaniel just throws it right into the arms of Mannion. And we're off to the races, and we've got a travel there. Kenny just a little too wide open there. And just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Bears got their work cut out for them. They've got to start scoring and scoring rapidly, or turn out the lights on this one. Rainey back to McDaniel. McDaniel going cross court. Almost had that one picked off by Middleton. Lattimore in some trouble. Washington trying to just go up into it. Lattimore with the bank shot, and it goes in. She's now 2 for 3 on the night. Maybe let her shoot a little more. And a little slow getting back on defense as Kim Henry left wide open under the basket. The double team coming for McDaniel. She dribbles out of it. Well done. And tried to find Washington, but unfortunately picked off by Henry. And the soft fast break, and Middleton just stop, pop, let it drop. Under a minute now in the first half. And this Lady Bears team is just struggling everywhere. Case in point right there. Drew Lattimore's pocket picked a little too easily. And you can see it in the body language a little bit. They are just struggling right now. And again, Vilonia just running them in and out, kind of a hockey-style line change. Obviously not doing it on the fly, but here we are. Tiara Frank checking in for the first time. Khalees McDaniel going to get a breather. Oh, Middleton right to her spot. They can't get the rebound. Oh, and it's just almost bounced off once more. Lady Bears fortunate to not have that one go down, but that's a rarity. Washington out there with the spin move. Frank shoot the ball, and she comes up short on that one. Oh, an errant pass, but is saved. Great effort by Burnham. And look at the pass, just whip it around, and Haven Buck just under the basket, wide open. This Sylvan Hills defense is just in shambles right now. Frank gets the ball out to Lattimore, who pops it from long range and can't get it to fall. Well, with that, we've got a little bit of a breather here, thank goodness. Because right now, this Lady Bears team can't really find any rhythm in any facet of the game. And it's one of these things we've seen they've had problems with here the past couple of games here. But right now, score is 39-15 at the half. So there you have it here. So again, Bears got their work cut out for them, but we'll see what they've got here coming up here. Jay Burr with you here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network, a part of the Natural State Sports Network. We're going to take a quick little break here, and we're gonna take it off halftime with them here. But stick around with us here. We got second half action coming your way here just a little bit.
You should choose PCSSD because of the great teachers, the great staff, and the opportunities that your child will have to further their education, their social development, and basically just their lives. My kids are getting a great education. They are getting great opportunities to be involved in sports and extracurricular activities in the community. I believe that for our family, we chose the best possible school when we chose PCSSD. If I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything any differently.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal: and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted. And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces, there's greeting in the morning and the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excel in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
I was trying to fade it out there. Will just going with the abrupt hard stop. Oh, well, get you set here for the second half of this one. You see it on your screen there. Sylvan Hills down 39-15. And, folks, it ain't been pretty. Just looking at first half stats here. Bears 4 of 8 shooting from 2, 2 of 13 from 3. So you had to kind of see that they were trying to be a little more reliant on the long ball just because they didn't want this game to get away. But part of the reason this game's getting away is the just porous defense that the Bears have put on display here so far. I know we talked about early in this one that this Vilonia team is a sharpshooting team. They'll sniper gang you all day, but they haven't really killed the Bears from beyond the arc. I mean, they've hit their fair share, don't get me wrong here, but I think if you were following along there, you saw a lot of wide open shots in the paint for the Lady Eagles. So I think if you saw those two stats back to back, you would notice that is where Vilonia is eating right now, is in the paint. Not to mention the points off turnovers and things of that nature. We'll get to see Sanaya Miller back in this one, and I do see her back in there. She got into foul trouble fairly quickly in this game with 3 pretty quick fouls. But there she is handling the rock. Try to see if she can provide a little bit of a spark. McDaniel almost threw it down low. And Metcalf could not get that one to fall, but that was some good offensive movement. And then, what do you know, Manny Mannion right back on the other end. Bears have got to get back on defense. Cheap foul there picked up by the Lady Eagles. But the Bears, they did pride themselves on their defense. And unfortunately, in the past 2 games, it has not been great, to say the least. So that's 2 quick fouls there on Simon. Coach just waving her back in there. Nah, girl, you got to stay in. We're limited on our depth. That's her 3rd personal. So 2 quickies there for the Eagles after only getting about 2 fouls called on them the entirety of the first half. And that's just a general observation more than anything. So Miller handling here. Finds J.C. Rainey. Probably should have shot that ball. Running that same play to try to get Metcalf the ball in the paint. Unfortunately, Vilonia sniffed it right out. Oh, the clean block on Mannion. And the telegraphed pass, the easy pick there. And Vilonia's got numbers. Middleton getting to her spot right there, mid-range jumper. Who says the mid-range jumper's dead? Not Middleton, that's for sure. Lady Bears swinging it around the outside, trying to see what they can get happening here. Oh, the great take by Sanaya Miller. The Bears have definitely missed her presence. And that was about to be another easy layup for Kim Henry. Don't want to run her too hard. Again, she's looked like she's battling something else on top of that, but you got to respect the grind here. At least that's my general observation. J.C. Rainey stuck in the corner. McDaniel just couldn't get settled down quite enough. Drug that foot 1 too many steps. And another turnover by the Bears. 43-17, 6.5 left here in the third. And the wide open, not even sure what Lattimore was swiping at, as she was on the other side of the paint to even try to attempt a block. But that's about as wide open as you can get there. Middleton just, I would say cutting through the heart of the defense, but not sure the defense was there. Miller with the drive, just takes it right to Henry, who picks up the blocking foul. And that's just her first personal, but Sanaya Miller will get a couple of free throw attempts. The third and fourth for the Lady Bears this evening. Kersplash on the first. Kinsley Keller checking back in for the Eagles. And like I said, Vilonia running them in and out. They'll try to stay. Oh, give her a half point on that one. As it rattled around, ball was about halfway down. From the corner, and that ball will stay with the Lady Eagles. Thought it may have tipped off one of them there for a moment, but not the case. Wide open, Middleton gets to her spot and just lets it drop. She has been automatic from about 10 feet out. And Khalees McDaniel just careless with the ball. Almost had the and one there for Burnham. Burnham, one of the twins for this Vilonia team. Brianna, the one playing. Brooklyn is battling an injury right now, and unfortunately for everybody, they're both sophomores. So they'll be around for just a bit longer. But hopefully they'll be doing more of that tonight, missing free throws, as she misses the front end of the two. And sinks the second. Lead is up to 30 now for the Eagles. And you can just see that the sails have been let out of the Lady Bears, but not for Khalees McDaniel there. She's now 2 for 3 on shots of the night. Gets her second shot to fall. Good defense there by Kylie Metcalf. Lady Bears are off and running. Oh, the sort of spin move by Khalees McDaniels got hung up a little too much under the basket, but Lady Bears come away with the rebound. They'll reset. Bears working around the outside. Miller looking for somebody. J.C. Rainey wide open. And she has just not been able to hit that three. Fortunately, McDaniel has the ball. And neither one can go down. That was Sanaya Miller. And jump ball will go to the Eagles. And the Bears will take a timeout. 48-20 your score. 4:38 left in the third quarter here. Not really much you could say about this one. It is a tough scene out here, as this will be a full timeout. So I've got to drone on about something here for the next about minute or so. Now what that's going to be, well, not sure. But I'm sure Steve, if he's listening, you know, again, the running joke here on the network is Jay can't win. What are we looking at, Will? Like 1-19 or something? I mean, I think we've just stopped keeping track, but we'll go with that for now. Tough scene out here on the hillside this year, if you've been listening to any of my broadcasts. But again, some big news coming out of the hillside today, as the Bears football team has hired their new head coach, Mark Kelly, the former head coach of the Searcy Lions, and also the now former offensive coordinator for the Conway Wampus Cats. Actually led Searcy to a 2018 state title. That one was a little unprecedented. They made a magical run out there in Searcy. So big time there. wide open, and that is a bomb. Oh man. Oh, Mannion hit that one from Cersei. Good night. 51-20 now. Oh, and it's just been another one of those nights. Hit both sides of the rim before the rebound was corralled by the Lady Eagles. A rare air ball from the Lady Eagles on top of that. Not sure what we've got going on here. Oh, looks like we're subbing in. That was a little awkward there. Usually you don't just stop the play because we've got a sub. But we did. Oh, Khalees McDaniel. Oh, you got to be kidding me. It hit every bit of that rim before rimming out. But fortunately for Kylie Metcalf there to pick it up and put it in. Oh, man. Past two trips, the Bears have hit every bit of the rim and are 1 for 3 on shots. Oh, those two shots just would not go in. Rarely do you see it if you're shooting from the side to hit the front part of the rim and then bounce to the other side of the rim and not go in. I would say those are home bounces, but we've seen the Bears get those bounces even back at Sylvan Hills Arena. So, Chad, we thank you for hanging out with us here. Make sure to like and subscribe the page. We're going to start collecting W's at some point here, but we can't do that without you guys liking and subscribing to the page there. Make sure you set your notifications for whenever we've got some content flowing. Definitely some things we're looking at. I'm already trying to get Will here to get us produced a good old-fashioned sit-down with new coach Mark Kelly. So we'll see what we can do there. Maybe get Steve in on that one too. Make it a nice little 3-4 camera shoot kind of thing. Oh, let's go. Let's make it fancy. Oh, the in and out. Great vision. And fortunately for the Bears, I believe that's one of the few misses that you're going to see from Kinsley Keller. But, man, the vision from Brianna Burnham, my goodness. And it's not like the ball sat on her hands either. She was quick with it. Pulled the trigger. Middleton trying to get to her spot there. Burnham right back to her, and there it is, the easy lay-in. Middleton takes a bit of a tumble, but she's getting back on defense. McDaniel calling out the play. Metcalf, she doesn't take the screen. Watch for the moving screen. And got the travel there as she kind of got stuck between the pass and driving. Haven Buck and Kylan Kinney checking back in for the Eagles. So, again, like we said, they're just running them in and out. But give me maximum effort for a good 2.5-minute stint. Think about the only one you haven't seen come out so far tonight is Maddie Mannion. And she has been absolutely everywhere tonight. Defense, offense. No special teams in hoops, but I guarantee you she'd be there too if given the opportunity. Swish for Mannion. So again, Steve, about this sit down here with Mark Kelly. Let's make it happen. We can get the nice lights out and everything. Make it look real pretty. But again, that goes back to liking and subscribing the page, so you'll know when that interview drops, if we get it. Let me preface that. So McDaniel bringing the ball up. Metcalf sets the screen, and not sure. Feels like we made that call up. She didn't accept the screen, but somehow was still called a block. Sure. I disagree with that assessment there as well. Not that I'm trying to beat up the officials or anything, but I would say that Burnham initiated the contact there. But, you know, it is what it is. That is the 4th foul for the Bears in the quarter. So both teams will be shooting 2 the rest of the quarter. And for Miller, that is her 4th foul. So she will head to the bench for at least the rest of this one. As Coach Strickland just giving her the stare down, knowing that probably got to move your feet a little more just to avoid the appearance of a foul. So Burnham missing the first of the double. Nothing but string music on the second. So the lead now up to 33. Once the lead hits 35, however, which it could very well right here, we'll have the running clock, at least beginning in the next quarter. My goodness, that was almost real nifty. McDaniel in some trouble. And they do get the timeout. Vilonia quick to help up McDaniel there, and we will take a timeout. It'll be in the corner, and we are going to go full timeout here. Good to see some folks piping up there in the chat. Welcome along here. Again, share this as well tonight, because we do have the boys game coming up after this one, and hopefully the boys can bounce back from a loss to Little Rock Christian as well. Hopefully that game will go a little better than the way this one's going currently. 55-22 deficit for the Bears. And if you're just joining us, well, it's about as bad as you can imagine with a score like that. Bears will inbound the ball once we get this thing going again. Vilonia seems to have backed off the press. McDaniel hit for another travel. Just can't quite seem to figure out her timing on that one, as same play was called. Basically the last 3 times down the court, and the Bears haven't been able to execute it for one reason or another. Oh, goodness. Oh, great block by Metcalf. Bears coming through with the defensive play. And ball just flat taken away from Jayla Thompson. Vilonia can't convert. J.C. Rainey's caught under the basket. Just can't seem to find a teammate. And the Bears are finally off and running. Nia Hurd-Thomas gets it out. Bears finally settled down. J.C. Rainey from way deep. Can't convert. And that is going to be a foul on Metcalf. Or excuse me, that's on Khalees McDaniel. So just her second foul on the night. But unfortunately for the Bears, that is going to result in 2 shots. Officials just making sure it was the 5th foul before we get to shooting. And we finally pass the ball off to Middleton. Just a touch strong on that one. And she hits off the back of the rim. One of the few misses we've seen from her tonight. Sure do wish she would have done that on some of those 2-point shots. And a long time ago on top of that. True on that shot. Oh, and just to remind y'all here, we've still got a 4th quarter to go. Definitely a bit of a moving screen there by Metcalf. And that one, since it's an offensive foul, will not result in any type of shots. But the Bears not doing themselves any favors with all the turnovers and the fouls. Long range miss by Middleton. Hasn't been her spot tonight. Heck, she's got to get about 2 steps in on from the free throw line. And that's been her shot all night. And that is a foul on Metcalf. That was on the shot from Burnham, so she'll get 2 at the line. And you got to be careful if you're the Bears. You don't want frustration to take over, which can easily be the case because absolutely nothing has gone their way tonight. I mean, just absolutely nothing. And I feel like I've said that the past 2 games as Metcalf will check out in this one. Kamaya Turner checking in, and she'll get some run. Burnham stays true for 2. Just under a minute now here in the third quarter. Yes, we still got a whole nother one of these to go. J.C. Rainey from way out. And unfortunately for her, that gets blocked. Or maybe not. I thought Mannion would have gotten a piece of that just the way the arc looked, but I guess I am mistaken. Oh, Bears with the breakaway. Oh, and 1 for Khalees McDaniel. We'll see if we can get 3 the good old-fashioned way here. That's the 4th foul on Simon.
At the line, number 24, Khalees McDaniel.
Oh, yeah. So she converts the 3-point play. Bears haven't quite gotten to that 35-point mark yet to activate a running clock. Seem to be playing some solid defense now. You would have liked to have seen this probably about 30 points ago, but I digress. Now Kim Henry had the ball all day there at the top of the key. Burnham, the one-touch pass. She has got some vision. Let me just tell you that. She's got some vision and a shot, and she is just throwing darts only. That one will count. What an effort by the Eagles as Simon floats one in right at the buzzer. So after 3, it's 60-25 in favor of the Eagles. Stick around with us here. We've got the fourth quarter coming up.
I would say school choice is a great option. You can do your research like we did. Visit with other parents that have children in the district. We visited the schools before we made the choice to come here. We chose to school choice because we have had such a great experience here. Teachers, staff have been so helpful and reassuring, and we've been forever grateful for it. And I'd do it all over again. PCSSD is a great option no matter where you live.
There you go, Will. Much more aesthetically pleasing to the ear. You're just giving me the SMH. Fourth quarter action here. The Lady Bears on the road here in Vilonia. They are down big time in this one, 60-25 in this affair. Bears have got a long way to, well, they have to double their output at the very least. And that would be to make it even a 10-point ball game. So it is what it is at this point. Now, Bears will open the fourth quarter with the ball, and we are off and running. A little loose with the ball there was Jayla Thompson. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brianna Burnham breakaway bucket. Or excuse me, that was actually Alex Duff. So you probably haven't heard that one. We hadn't called her name much tonight. She's been out there, but we hadn't called her much. Wearing her, couldn't get the roll. Maya Turner couldn't get it to fall either.
Vilonia foul on number 3, Kinsley Keller.
So Keller picks up her first foul. And Bears barely get the ball in. Miller to Lattimore. Lattimore around the outside to Thompson. Bears are working it. Oh, great move by Miller. Oh, just can't finish it. Bears scrapping for it. That's a 3 ball from Miller as well, and she just cannot buy a bucket tonight. Had the opportunities, just can't seem to find that rhythm. Lattimore playing it tough. The one-man press on Burnham, who's just been eating up the Bears' defense all night. Oh, a little zig when you should have zagged. And it seems to stay with the Lady Eagles. Just one of those nights. Even when the Bears get a hand on it, still can't catch a break. Vilonia just content working around the outside till something opens up, but they get the offensive rebound and a fresh clock. Maybe had a shot to go get that one. Not sure what Thompson laid up for, but here we are. Lattimore playing some hounding defense. Oh, Burnham just gets by, finds Duff, who can't finish it, gets the rebound. And I guess a foul called on Lattimore. And Khalees McDaniel will check back in. She takes the place of Thompson, and Kylan Kenny from downtown Vilonia, if there is such a thing. Khalees McDaniel, the floater. Oh, and we have implored her to get that in her bag on the regular. And she just floats it in there, just takes on the entire team herself. Oh, the pat. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. They are just carving it up. Bears lucky to stay with it. Oh, Burnham. Nice move. Couldn't get the foul draw there, but Duff there to clean up the board. Man, this Vilonia team can dish the rock. Not sitting in anyone's hands for more than a second. They know right where they're going with it. Nia Miller out to Khalees McDaniel, who just takes it to the rack and just hits every bit of it and can't get it to fall. But fortunately for the Bears, they get the rebound. And, hey, why not give it a go? Oh, goodness gracious me. Drew Lattimore couldn't get it to fall. And it will go with the Lady Eagles there. So the Bears are getting their shot opportunities anyways, but unfortunately for them, they cannot get them to fall. Coming into this quarter, the Bears 2 for 17 from beyond the arc tonight. 8 for 16 from two-point range, which, hey, that's respectable. That's pretty good. But the three-point shot just not falling for them. J.C. Rainey with those two early on, and They have been stone cold Steve Austin from beyond the arc since. Almost a travel there by Duff, but she gets rid of it just quick enough, and Burnham from way out there. Golly. Oh. Johann Sebastian Bach. That's string music. Full line change here for the Bears and the Eagles. Sans Maddie Mannion. And for the Bears, we've got a just about a full change here, as we are seeing Tiara Frank. We've seen Kimora Washington a little bit this evening, but getting some extended run here. McCassidy Fletcher also in tonight. Oh, Washington with the nice move. Go ahead, girl. Also, Cadence Hampton in there currently. Bears playing some spirited defense. Turnover by, oh, the nifty move. Go on with it. Oh, man, gets it right in. And unfortunately, Cadence Hampton with the turnover, but you like the tap to yourself. No front, and that was nifty. So we almost had her on the score sheet there as Mannion just walks right through the defense of the Bears. And Tiara Frank gets it to Washington. Nope, that is a tipped ball, so it stays. Oh, that's a travel. One too many steps by Fletcher as she kind of caught herself on that second step, but what's done is done. The official didn't want to give it to her, but it was one of those, boy, that's real blatant. Almost had to call that one. Mannion kicks it out. Duff from deep. Not quite. Eagles get the rebound. Ball is still just tumbling around down there. And the nifty bounce pass to Kinsley Keller from Duff. And, oh, man. Tiara Frank taking on the whole team herself. Oh, Fletcher couldn't get the three to fall. Lady Bears get the rebound. They'll likely get their last shot of the night off here. Well, and then I say that. And then Kylan Kenner just picks the pocket of Frank. Oh, Frank from way out there, and, well, it still goes down as an attempt. So this game comes to a merciful end. A 76-29 defeat for the Lady Bears. If you were scored at home, that was only 4 points in the fourth quarter. Not going to get a whole lot done with those kind of numbers, but when they were behind the 8 ball quite a bit in the night, and obviously you saw they were kind of emptying the bench late in that one, as well as we got a bit of sportsmanship here. Despite a game like that, which you could easily see that getting a little out of hand, at least with emotions, but good to see both teams gathering at center court to give thanks. We give thanks to you all for sticking around with us here. We got the boys action coming up here momentarily, about 9 minutes to tip off there, so stick around with us. We got more Sylvan Hills basketball coming your way. Boys take on the Vilonia Eagles. That's next. We welcome you back in here. We do hope you got yourself a drink, got hydrated, maybe got you a little snack as we get you set here for the Sylvan Hills Bears taking on the Vilonia Eagles on the boys' side of things. Hopefully the boys can perform a little better than what we saw in the girls' game there. Taking a look at this Vilonia boys teams currently sitting at 6-6 on the season. They've just had a rough go of it so far this year. Opened the season with a 40-point win against Lakeside, but then took losses to Forest City, Lake Hamilton in overtime before getting a win against Eastham, Fountain Lake, and Nevada, and Russellville, and then Clinton. So they were on a bit of a roll, but then hit the wall against Nettleton. Close loss there, 56-52 against Russellville, 47-44 before getting handled by Little Rock Central and then at Sheridan. So, again, this is their first conference game as well tonight. The Sylvan Hills Bears, as you might remember, coming off that loss to Little Rock Christian, are sitting just 4-3 on the season, but you do see a couple of familiar foes there. El Dorado, they opened up the year with a win there, also a win against Alma and Eastham, so things were looking on the up and up. Got trounced pretty good by the Mills Comets and the Benton Panthers before getting a win against Van Buren and then ultimately losing their first conference game to Little Rock Christian last week, an 82-70 final. That score looked a little better than what it appears. So there is that. As we get you set here with the opening lineups. J.J. Wise is back in this game. You might remember he was in concussion protocol last week against the Christian Warriors. But he is back, so good to have that outside shooting presence available for the Bears. And they will certainly need it, and they've certainly missed it. So we get set here as the Sylvan Hills boys have been announced, and get ready for the show. Again, you're not losing your feed here as they bring the heat here in Vilonia.
And now these are the starting lineups for your Vilonia Eagles.
So again, this Vilonia team is a very deep team, but they are loaded with sophomores. In fact, they have 8 sophomores listed on the team. Not a lot of juniors in this class, as they've only got 5 there. And then the rest of them round out as seniors, as they got 7 of those. So again, a very big basketball team. You're not usually going to see teams quite this large, as they are sitting about 20 deep as a team. I think a little more than that. There you go, as we are back in this one. So you got to think a lot of these guys just there for the future. Obviously, this will be a very senior-heavy team here. Not a lot of height with this Vilonia team. That's something that we've seen that the Bears have struggled with, is teams who are tall. And for once, they kind of match up fairly evenly with a team. You might remember last time out, that Little Rock Christian team averaging 6'5" across the board. So definitely something that gave them fits in that game. But this matchup very similar, so we'll see if they can let it play into their hands a little better. And again, with J.J. Wise, one of their taller players, being back in the lineup, it tends to help as well, not only with the defense but the shooting. Vilonia working it around, and that is Mac Mannion, the sophomore, getting the start tonight, as he launches up that three for nothing on the other end. Darius Folks taking it hard in the paint. And Harrison Lane picks up his first foul. And Darius is going to be shooting 2. And he misses the front end. And he connects on the second. So we're off and running here. The common basketball score of 1-0. Bears trying to trap in the corners. They put on some pressure. Almost got Vilonia leaning out of bounds. And the easy foul by the Bears. And foul charge Devontae West, the blocking foul. Well, you'll see he's the masked man tonight. He did take one. Oh, we have a shot clock issue here. And I think we're just going to have to sort of guesstimate it here, which that one worked out for the Bears, as they did have the shot ready to go there. All right, so we've got that squared away now. So good eyes there by the official. Not often you hear me say that anyways, but you got to be sharp with the clocks. Vilonia working it on the outside. A little too aggressive on the bump there by P.J. Davis. So that's 2 quick fouls by the Bears here early in the first quarter. Not even a minute into play, and they've already got 2 team fouls, so something they'll have to clean up just a little bit. And the Vilonia Eagles throw it to nobody. Oh, the emphatic 2-point conversion by Devontae West. Oh, things you love to see. Oh, and that's one too many steps by Mac Mannion. So Bears will get the ball back. J.J. Wise almost had it taken from him. Right back to him. Almost caught it in stride to the basket, but the defense put the clamps down. P.J. Davis goes up for one, cannot convert. Cade Watkins pulls it back out. Bears look to be employing a bit of a zone man concept here early on. Oh, J.J. Wise with the save. Folks handles it. Oh, kicks it back out to Wise. Foot's on the line. And that is one of the longest twos you will see. Oh, just a little bit on the inside there. Had his toe on the line. Got to trim those toenails to get that 3. But that shot was true to it. So quick timeout for Vilonia. As the Bears have raced out to a quick 5-0 lead. As they are bringing the pressure defensively to Vilonia. Vilonia just hasn't looked comfortable early on here. As the athleticism for the Bears is on full display currently. So we'll see if they can maintain this defensive prowess as they try to trap Vilonia, but Lane Turner spins right out of it, and we've got another foul on the Bears. This time it's on Wise. So 3 fouls for the Bears. And Wise acknowledging to the official that, yeah, he got just a little bit. That's the second time Vilonia has just kind of airmailed the ball. Not sure if that's necessarily on purpose or if it's a little bit of a you should have zigged when you zagged kind of thing. Good defense from the Bears. Good passing. Oh, the block. So Curry with the block, but Turner gets the rebound, goes right back up with it. And that foul is on J.J. Wise, so his second early on. He's getting a bit of an explanation from the official there on what he did. Obviously, J.J. Wise does not agree. And Turner cannot convert the three-point play. Wise was wide open in the corner for just a moment. Vilonia in the zone. We'll see if the Bears can adjust to it. Oh, P.J. Davis. Oh, can't get it to fall from straight away. And the Eagles are flying with it. Not sure who the go-to is going to be for the Eagles. Oh, Wise almost got one there. That shot by Brody Jansky. Couldn't quite get down. Harrison Lane, though, had the rebound, but unfortunately for the Eagles, his foot was on the line. And that is a turnover in favor of the Bears. So coming up on the halfway point here of the first quarter, just 5-2 right now. Neither team can really establish a rhythm. Oh, they tried to get fancy with it. Oh, an emphatic block. But just a little too much body on Deontay Curry.
It's his first, second team foul. Super Heels at the line, shooting 2 shots. Number 11, Deontay Curry.
And we had a glitch in the matrix there, as you saw Turner and Mannion kind of doing the exact same thing at the exact same time, but don't let them know I told you that. Oh, Curry hits the front end. And can't convert on the second, so 1 out of 2 ain't bad, depending on who you ask. A little inside-out game for the Eagles. Masterfully done. Lane Turner with the layup. Fultz pulls it back out. Looked like he had something cooking there for just a moment. Wise going to swing it out to West. West to Curry. Curry to Fultz. Bears trying to get some separation somewhere. Just can't seem to find it. Oh, there it is. Oh, and can't quite convert it, but Wise there with the rebound. Is that Devontae West 3? Can't go down, but folks, how you doing? He gets it to fall. And the Bears not making it easy for the Eagles to get to their side of the court, but they are finding it, and Turner, swoosh. So, as I mentioned, not sure who that guy was going to be. Looks like Lane Turner's going to be that guy for the Eagles, so might want to put the emphasis on him. And West just puts him on skates. Wise gets it out to Fultz. Fultz thought about it. Oh, the step-back jumper. Oh, couldn't quite get it to go. Is it a little off the glass there? Yeah, it was an interesting angle to try to shoot from, but he thought he had the shot. Oh, the good hands. Oh, and that's going to be a foul. Oh, they give him the jump ball. Thought they were going to get the foul there. Show did get lucky on that one. I thought they were going to give him the foul as he was kind of going through the body more than he had the ball. But, hey, it works out for the Bears. They finally catch one of those breaks. So Bears working it. Oh, Lord. And P.J. Davis just doesn't even care about his health and safety as he goes amongst all the Eagles. And McManion picks up the foul there. P.J. Davis is going to get 2 attempts. Hey, it looked good when it left his hand. That was some great spin. Cade Keller jumping in for the Eagles now as Davis will shoot his second. So he hits the second of the 2 free throw attempts. And again, the Bears making life hard for the Eagles. Good defense there by Devontae West. Didn't get the clean block, but definitely altered the shot. And the Bears are off and running. Trying to find a little bit of a shot. A little confusion there, but they get it sorted out. Fulks just going to take it to the rack, and I believe that is a call that is on the floor. Yes, no shots. Thought they were going to give him. I was like, wait, they don't have continuation in high school. So 4 fouls apiece. We'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way for both these teams on fouls. Ball's got to come in. Oh! Oh, give it to me! Oh. Fulks couldn't get that 3 to go down. And you might have noticed Malachi Summons is in now. So Bears maintain possession, and they will reset. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Someone else has looked like they've had quite the advantage, but only a 10-7 lead. As Keenan Morris also in now for the Bears. Fulks dancing around quite a bit, can't seem to shake. And P.J. Davis finding his spot there at the free throw line, just comes up short on that one. So much ado about nothing there for the Bears offense. Oh, folks. Oh, the layup that time, but an absolute fabulous steal there for him. Kind of makes up for that last possession for the Bears. Oh, unlucky roll for Harrison Lane. Fulks had an angle there, pulled it back out wisely. Bears swinging around the outside, get it over to, oh, in and out for Keenan Morris. Unlucky bounce there as the ball was practically a third of the way down. But then Isaac Newton had other ideas. Bears in a little more of a man defense here. Hilarious watching Malachi Summons guard Cade Watkins. Oh, and he can't get it to fall. That foul, though, on Keenan Morris. His first. That is the 15th foul, but because that was shots anyways, then Turner will get 2. So I believe Turner has actually scored all the points so far for the Eagles. Didn't score a point there as the ball did not go through the rim, and that is part of the rules. Sawyer Valance and Mannion check back in. Turner looking to convert at least one of these free throws, and he does. So Bears will hold for the final shot, I would imagine, as the shot clock is turned off. Game clock down to 13. Bears really in no rush, just dribbling out of trouble. P.J. Davis passes it off to Darius Fulks. The step back, oh, that's silky, in and out. And he cannot get that one to fall. And that shot, nothing but net. Unfortunately, it doesn't go through the rim first. Well, like I said, it seems like the Bears have had a bigger advantage than what they actually have. Only a 12-8 lead right now as they seem to have dominated play, but all that matters is the scoreboard here. We'll have the second quarter coming up for you here. Un momento here. Stick around with us. You're watching Sylvan Hills basketball on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning and the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here, but what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excel in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
Second quarter action. Bears leading the Vilonia Eagles 12-8 as we get you set for the second quarter. Low-scoring affair here so far. And that was an emphatic snatch by Cade Keller, as P.J. Davis is bothersome to him. Good switch by the Bears. Can they maintain it, though? Pretty much want to put a body on 25. As Mannion's shot can't quite fall. Oh, West can't get that one to fall. And the Eagles are right back with it. Looks like that was more of a defensive hesitation than anything. And got away with some steps there, but ball don't lie as the Bears come away with the block. Not sure who would get credit for that one, as there was a few guys who had their hands up in on that one. And P.J. Davis with the walk. So the unforced turnover there. Just got a little excited with the feet, that's all. Bears bringing a little pressure with the Eagles here. Eagles are able to break that pressure. And stopped that one. Oh, that's Turner. Oh, falls right back to him, and he's there to clean up his own rebound. Eagles have cut it to 2. So the Bears got to start getting some shots to go down if they want to try to maintain momentum here, as it has just swung Vilonia's way. Now the crowd, not necessarily a raucous crowd by any stretch. And it looks like we've got a foul on Turner. And that is a so that is his second foul of the night. Harrison Lane and Brody Jansky back in for the Eagles. Bears will set up on their own baseline. And the ball is in to Keenan Morris. Darius Folk. Well, got away with some steps there, or so I thought. But unfortunately, just one too many steps without a pass or a dribble. J.J. Wise coming back in. He'll give Devontae West a breather. Malachi Summons just towering over some of these Eagles. It will not be funny to me tonight. That's a guy you want to probably put a hand on, but that ball, an air ball, J.J. Wise just dribbling through everybody over there. And the nice dish to Darius Fulks, wide open. Good pass to lead him into it. Oh, geez, Turner. Well, excuse me, that's not Turner. That was actually Mannion, and airballs the layup. You're not going to see that often. Morris with the miss from 3. And then Ryan Parham in the game, also missing from 3. And it looks like we've got a foul on the Bears. That is going to be on Malachi Summons. Wasn't sure if they were going to get the travel in there beforehand, but I guess not. Jay Burr with you here tonight on the Silver Hills Sports Network, a part of the Natural State Sports Network. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure to share the page here too. So chat, get at me. What do we know? What's good here? Where are we going for the holidays? What are we trying to do here for the holidays? You know, let's get the conversation going here. Let me know. You going anywhere? I'm not, for one. Turner knocks down both. And Vilonia just hanging around. That's what I'm going to be doing over the holiday, just hanging around. Good dish in there to Morris. Oh, almost got that pass whipped around. But that was actually good hands there by Lane. 24 seconds left on the shot clock for the Bears. And J.J. Wise will try to kickstart this party. Morris looked a little surprised to get that ball. They kick it out. Wise from way out there. Can't get it to fall. And that is going to be a foul on Morris. So just his second. And only the second foul on the Bears this quarter. 14-12, 5 minutes to half. Bears putting the pressure on a little bit. But the Eagles have handled that press for the most part tonight. Lane and Mannion getting a little wonky there as they kind of bump into each other. Lane calling for the ball. Gets it out to Watkins. Watkins swings it to Mannion. They're trying to get it into Turner, who just can't seem to get free. And Wise can't get that rebound. Oh, the scoop and the score by Cade Watkins, and the Eagles have tied this game at 14. So the Bears in a bit of a drought. J.J. Wise trying to take him off the dribble. Oh, that's way deep for P.J. Davis. And unfortunately, that is a miss for the Bears. Bears got to clamp the D here. Vilonia looking to take their first lead of the game. Oh, and Lane, he had something, and then he didn't. And it evaporated that quickly. And foot on the line. That was Brody Jansky. Followed his own shot, couldn't quite get it to fall. And that's one of those things the Bears are doing. They are altering shots. And it does seem that this Eagles team just doesn't quite seem to have the lift with it right now. But to their credit, they're not allowing the Bears to do much either. Wise, a little too strong there. And they cannot regain the lead. Wide open in the corner. Oh, the nifty move by Jansky, and the Eagles have taken the lead. P.J. Davis drawing the blocking foul there. 3 minutes left till the half. Head coach Russ Pennell not necessarily agreeing with that call there. He thought the Bears had a little bit of a push. Wise to Fulks. Fulks up and elevate. Can't get it to go down. And the Bears shooting drought continues. Only 2 points so far in the half. That is concerning. If you're a Bears fan, Vilonia swinging it around, but all for naught. Oh! The emphatic missed dunk by Turner. And we've got a collision as Devontae West and Cade Keller ran into each other. It did look unintentional, just kind of neither guy saw the other as they were making the break. I don't believe there is a foul called of any kind, but you got to hope both guys are okay. West seems to have gotten up quickly, and
The foul was charged to Vilonia number 3, Cade Keller.
okay, so Cade Keller did have a foul charge to him, but he's walking off on his own power, but he looks like he's headed back to the locker room to maybe get that checked out, or at least off to the side. He did stay down for just a moment, so I'm not sure if it's one of those things where, got the wind knocked out of him. You did hear quite a thud there, so you hope it's not a concussion or anything. But as it stands, Bears will have the ball. 2.5 left. Folks has it. Curry offers up the screen.
Foul on the Eagles, number 4, Cade Watkins.
Not sure what the ref is griping about there on the shot. You always like to get a shot up. But that foul was called on Watkins. So the Bears will be shooting from this point on. J.J. Wise thought about it, then he pulls the trigger. Unfortunately, he hits the back of the iron. And the Bears still cannot get a bucket. Oh! Oh, my, Curry. Eesh. Return to sender. Goodness gracious me. You almost could have just snatched that right out of the air. So there's Turner. And can't get it to roll. But that foul charged to Curry. So again, as good as the Bears have looked at times, they're still down 2 as they cannot find the basket right now. Again, only 2 points scored here in the second quarter as Turner hits the first. Vilonia now outscoring the Bears in this quarter 9-2. So it's not like the Eagles are necessarily putting on a clinic. But the Bears have got to find some offense somewhere as Turner completes the 2-pointer. So the Bears, okay, they had to get that one. Nope, they're going to get Turner for the foul there. And West is going to get 2 free throws here. So you got to hit them when the clock's not running, I always say. Somebody put it on a T-shirt. That is the 3rd foul on Turner, so he's in a bit of trouble. And West can't convert the first. So now that Turner is out, who will the Eagles depend on to try to generate some offense? The Bears will take a timeout here. So if I'm the Bears, I'm taking it right at Turner from this point on because he seems to be the only guy that can generate any offense for this Eagles team. In fact, I think he's got at least 14 of the 18 points. But if he's not in the game, it'll be interesting to see what the Eagles can do to generate any offense. But at the rate the Bears are shooting, it's not going to matter. Bears got to start hitting shots. Well, you know you're out in the more rural parts of the state when you hear the Cotton Eye Joe come on over the loudspeakers. And West leaves the second one short. And officials say off of Wise. And it'll be Eagles ball. So even when nobody's defending right now, the Bears can't get anything to fall. We saw this with the girls. in the first game where they just went cold. And somehow the Eagles find the hole in the defense. They launch it over there. Bears a little erratic, but Eagles just as erratic. Can't quite settle down. Lane gets it over to Jansky. Jansky, we got an offensive foul. I believe that's going to be on Sutterfield.
Offensive foul on Vilonia, number 24, John Sutterfield.
I'm not sure what the old, emphatic middle finger call is, but I'm going to say that was a moving screen myself. $1:20 left here in the first half. Bears down 18-14. Got to get something going here if you're the Bears. Oh, we've got a timeout, Vilonia. I'm not sure. We had a sub out. I'm not sure why we keep stopping the play for a sub when you're supposed to do that when the play is not ongoing. But as it stands, J.J. Wise wide open from three. Finally gets one to go. There it is. He finally got one to drop. And just like that, the Bears cut it to one. West better be careful. He did pull up. Good hands by the Bears. Oh, he just hung up there, and the Bears can't corral the rebound. Jackson Hollis just floated there for a moment. Shot clock is turned off, and the Eagles looking to hold for the last shot, but hey, why hold for the last shot when you can get it there? So the Bears will hold for the last shot. We got 10 seconds left in the first half. And if you're the Bears, you just got to get something to fall. Not sure that was the one, as P.J. Davis missed 2 shots there. And despite the best efforts there and not a lot of offense generated in this one, the Bears have generated just a little bit less offense. Halftime score, the Bears trailing the Vilonia Eagles 20-17. We'll take a look at the first half stats, all that other fun stuff, just a few minutes here as we get you set for the second half of this one. Again, Bears down 20-17. Stick around with us here. Jay Burr on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. We got second half action coming for you. Just a few.
You should choose PCSSD because of the great teachers, the great staff, and the opportunities that your child will have to further their education, their social development, and basically just their lives. My kids are getting a great education. They are getting great opportunities to be involved in sports and extracurricular activities in the community. I believe that for our family, we chose the best possible school when we chose PCSSD. If I were to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything any differently.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted. And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
PCSSD is a family-like environment. There's always smiling faces. There's greeting in the morning and the afternoon. They get a lot of involvement, not just parent involvement, student involvement, staff involvement, and I love all of that. I chose PCSSD because I was zoned here. But what made me stay was the support that we receive as a family.
And the best part about the day is my son come home with a smile on his face, that he enjoys school and excelled in the classroom. It's real big to our family.
Trey Burr back with you, getting you set for the second half of Sylvan Hills and Vilonia. 20-17 your score. Just to check in with the Sylvan Hills stats here. The shooting, it is ugly right now, let me tell you. Right now, Bears 4 for 14 from 2, 2 for 10 from 3. So put it all together, and you've got 6 of 24. Tough scene. That's 25%. Not great. It's even worse from the free throw line. That's where you really want to try to stack up points. Bears 1 for 8 right now, as nobody can seem to get the free ones to go down. But all that being said, as poorly as the Bears have shot, they're only down 3 to this Eagles team. And also the lone factor for the Eagles in Lane Turner sitting with 3 fouls. So you have to think, if you're the Bears, you need to employ the strategy of go after Turner. Take everything right to him. Make him be a little soft on defense. So that way you can either score points or get him that 4th foul early on. At least that's what I would do, at least from sitting up here. We'll see if that's what the Bears actually try to do. But we'll see. It appears Sylvan Hills will have this ball to begin the second half. As we are getting you set here now, about 20 seconds until we make this thing officially official. Yeah, Christmas with reptiles. I'm with you 1,000% there. Can't take 4 in a row going into the holidays. That's not ho, ho, ho. That is no, no, no. All right, getting you set here for the second half. We are now off and running. Wise with the ball, trying to, and I'm not sure what the call here is. I guess they're going to get Mannion. Yeah, for the hold or a little too much body, something, I'm not sure. Yeah, that's only his 2nd foul. First foul for the Eagles. All West had it. Pulls it back out. So Turner just sitting there in the paint. Got to be thinking you got to get him. Oh, the great bank shot by West. And the Bears are going to implore a little bit more pressure here. And Vilonia gets out of it. Now, right now you set the focus to Turner. He's about the only one that's been able to really generate a whole lot for this Eagles team. Case in point. Oh, good defense by Curry. Again, altering the shot. They're not necessarily getting the blocks or anything like that, but they are altering the shots. And that one just kind of sat on the rim for just a moment before it rolled off. Eagles get the ball in. Just a 1-point lead for them right now. Almost a turnover. Oh, Wise will pick up the foul. That's his 3rd. And Mannion will shoot 2.
At the line for the Eagles, number 22, Matt Mannion.
So we'll see what the Bears implore here now with Wise sitting on 3 fouls. And the first shot for Mannion, not good. So that is a good development if you're a Bears fan. Not so much for the Eagles. And he hits the 2nd. Oh, careless pass by the Bears. That was P.J. Davis. Just got a little loose with it. The focus on Turner. And they will try to push him out, not let him be comfortable. Curry with the responsibility right now as he is just trying to stick to him. Clock down to 10 for the Eagles, and they are just trying to find anybody. Oh, great move by Cade Watkins off the glass. Oh, J.J. Wise has time to set up. Mustard! J.J. Wise with it. Oh, the foul on P.J. Davis. That is Lane's third foul now as well. Keller checking in the place of Mannion. Well, that was a pretty clutch hit there by the Bears, if you ask me. Patrick Haley, changing the subject here, I see. Give me just a minute to marinate on that one. Patrick asking, who do I have winning the playoff here? A little college football. Oh, my gosh. I'm not sure what Devontae West put into that ball there. That was some magic. But, man, he put some wicked spin on it to get that one to fall. The quick miss by Vilonia, and P.J. Davis just taking on everybody. And Wise hits the shot. But I'm not sure who the foul was on. I believe it was Cade Keller. So Cade Keller with the foul. That's his third as well. Third team foul also. And they dap each other up. No hard feelings. I would have taken the bucket personally. Bears got to get something in. And Lane back there playing free safety. And Turner just hangs in the air. My goodness. Just cloud walking. So a little too much air into that pass. INT charged to Davis. Oh, Wise should have just went up with it. West gets him going. Oh, the great pass in Curry. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Cade Watkins as Curry is going to shoot two. But back to your question, Patrick. Well, I filled out my bracket, and I had Oregon. Now, am I super confident in that pick? No, because Oregon has a history of, being Oregon. And, that one took a lot of voodoo for that one to go down. Bears have a chance easy for me to say, to take the lead here. And Curry, a lot easier time with that one. But like I said, I'd say Oregon. I think Penn State also has an interesting road. Georgia is also obviously very talented. Oh, a three from the corner by Jansky. So the shooting is picking up here. Oh, Lane can't get the rebound. He does then, though. So West couldn't get that shot to fall. Oh, that looked like a lot of ball for Davis, but unfortunately it is a foul on Turner, and he will get two. But you've got to see, Georgia had some flaws this year. Penn State, one of those teams I think that they can make a run. Again, they've got SMU, and I think their side of the bracket might benefit them a little easier. We'll see. I tend to be leaning on the Big Ten here, but honestly, I'm not really that confident in anybody. But I think it's going to be one of Oregon, Penn State, Georgia. Likely that's one. Maybe Texas can make a run as well, as Turner hits the second free throw. And the Eagles back with a 3-point lead. But we'll see how it plays out. I'm excited. I wish they would expand it a little bit. I'm not sure why they can't go to a 24-team format the way the FCS does. I think that would be ideal. Ooh. I think Folks got away with a double dribble there. P.J. Davis puts him in the spin cycle. Can't finish it. and then the clean block. So he's just down bad as he gets 2 shots not credited to him. Oh, that was a walk there. Got a little happy feet. He had it there. Shoot the ball, man, as his coach is hollering at him. But we'll see. Final note on the NCAA playoff there. I think they should have all conference champions, regardless, G5 included. Bring them all in there. And then, you kind of have a few at-large teams. By and large, they're going to be your conference runners-up. Darius Folks putting one down. Excuse me. Well, we'll see. I'm sure this is going to be fun here for the first time, a bona fide playoff. Oh, Turner from deep, and Lord of mercy, can't let him get hot. You cannot let him get hot. Folks, that's going to be an offensive foul. The Vilonia crowd coming to life here now. You haven't really heard much of them at all tonight, as this girls' game was a bit of a blowout, so nobody was really that excited about things. And this boys' team been struggling a bit in this game, but they are sitting on a 4-point lead with just under 3 minutes left in the third. So all the focus is about to be on Turner and Mannion making them pay. So a couple of corner threes for Vilonia, and they've now got a 7-point lead, the biggest of either team tonight. So the Bears are in trouble as they've got to slow down this momentum, and they've got to figure something out. I think they went all in on just trying to stop Turner, and now other guys are starting to hit shots. So they might have to change their strategy just a little bit. I think offensively they still need to go at Turner. Get him in foul trouble. Make him move his feet. Make him make a play. We'll see. But to anybody out there who was listening to my rant on the NCAA playoff, who you got? Who you got winning this thing? Again, like I said, I think it's going to be one of Oregon, Penn State, Georgia, Texas. I think those have been maybe your best teams on the year. Ohio State, they always kind of linger out there, I think, as well. But, we'll see. I like the home sites in the first round. That's always going to make for some fun ones. But that Ohio State-Tennessee game, that one's going to be fun. I think that one could get real juicy. But it's hard not to look ahead in some of those because you had to think Penn State will handle SMU. SMU, heck of a season. Maybe not quite as strong. Kind of probably in that Indiana kind of vibe where they did have the benefit of the schedule. Not saying that it's a lightweight schedule or I'm getting into an SOS argument here, especially with the way that everybody lost their mind over Alabama. Oh, and unfortunately, P.J. Davis just flat lost the ball. Looked like he hit it off his knee. So coming out of a timeout, not really the way you want to go. Because, frankly, with Alabama, you lost 3 games, and everybody seemed to leave that part of the rhetoric out when debating them. Can't lose to 6-6 teams and get blown out by 6-6 teams. So, it is what it is. I, for one, am glad we don't have any Bama in the playoff. I was about Bamming out. I'm about to get Vilonia out here right now as they are just whipping it around the outside. Shot clock down to 2-1. He gets it off. And Turner can't convert, but they sure chewed up the clock. P.J. Davis. Ryan Parham in now for the Bears. Thought about it. Oh, folks, rises to the occasion. And he is starting to find a little juice. You'd like to see somebody else find something. It's been about the him and West show tonight. J.J. Wise, the only other guy to make a bucket. So you want to see some other guys get involved. Oh, and they got him for the hook. Great call by the officials there. I'll give it to him when it's warranted. I'm not just here to hate on him. I thought from that angle he wouldn't be able to tell, but great call. Big call there, too. Bears have got to convert. Oh, when they're going to give him the foul, And that's going to be 2 shots since the Eagles are at 5 fouls. So, you know, it's one of those things. Bears have got to hit some shots, especially when the clock's not running and nobody's in your face. So P.J. Davis will get 2 opportunities to cut into this Vilonia lead. He takes advantage of the first. How about it now? P.J. Davis knocking them both down. Curry will step out now. Malachi Summons checking back in. Give him a little size out there. So West will take on the duties of trying to limit Turner. And Malachi Summons is just giving Hollis the business. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Ooh. Looks like the foul occurred before the steps. And that'll actually go on to Malachi Summons. Only his second, so Vilonia will be shooting the rest of the way here in the quarter as well. Hopefully the Bears don't have to worry about that. Oh, that shot is no kind of good. You can tell from our angle that one didn't even start well for Hollis. So Bears have a chance to tie the game at best. Oh, West lost the handle. Parham into it now. My goodness, Ryan Parham, how are you doing? He must be in AP language because that had some English. Oh, the fortunate bounce. Turner in the corner. Oh, it doesn't fall, but Hollis with the rebound, and Summons doing, oh, excuse me, that one's going to be on Parham. So only his first foul. So no free lunch. It's only a good foul if he misses one of the 2. It was a good foul. So both teams struggling from the free throw line tonight. And it has been tough scene out here. Vilonia backing off all of their folks. J.J. Wise looking to check in. We'll see if he can get in. As Malachi Summons gets the rebound, Bears will get the final shot. So they will have an opportunity to take the lead. Oh, folks, just hanging out there. Can't quite get it to fall. And that shot will be no good, and it was not good anyways. So unfortunately for the Bears, they could not take the lead on that final shot, but they have cut into this lead. Only down 1. We've got you set up here for a heck of a fourth quarter. Stick around with us. Bears only down 1 here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network.
I would say school choice is a great option. You can do your research like we did, visit with other parents that have children in the district. We visited the schools before we made the choice to come here. We chose to school choice because we have had such a great experience here. Teachers, staff have been so helpful and reassuring, and we've been forever grateful for it. And I'd do it all over again. PCSSD is a great option no matter where you live.
Jay Burr back with you here on the Sylvan Hills Sports Network. 35-34, Bears down 1 as we enter the fourth quarter. So we've got a heck of an 8 minutes here set up for you. Vera Dockery, Tennessee or Ohio State? I'm leaning Ohio State, namely because they're the home team in this affair. But it would not surprise me if Tennessee goes in there and gets that win. Now, I'm not sure what kind of weather is going to be going on up there in the Horseshoe. I haven't necessarily checked all that business. But it could be cold and blustery, kind of the way it is in South Bend tonight with Notre Dame and Indiana. But I got Ohio State in that one. But again, I'm not super sold on Ohio State or anything. But, if I have to just go pick 'em with the pick 'em, I'm picking the Buckeyes right now. Bears trying to eke one out here on the road as they, Mannion getting away with a little bit of a push. P.J. Davis giving him the business. Oh, that's a pretty cheap foul on Wise, I think. But that's his 4th foul, so he's...
Bears foul number 5, J.J. Wise.
Not sure what he did on that one, but ref didn't like it. So Turner, the main guy. But you've also got to watch out for Mannion and Jansky, as they've been the other daggers in this Eagles offense so far tonight. Ryan Parham locking down Cade Watkins. Oh, and Turner just making it happen. Again, took it down to the end of that clock. Wise going around, gets to the free throw line, and he is true to it. So Bears going to apply a little pressure now. Well, now they back off. Well, someone's jumping the... Oh, yeah, they got him confused. Sutterfield, he got a little nervous with the ball there. I'm not sure he expected it to be that wide open because he's not normally that wide open, and he just kind of overthought it, or he was looking too much to Turner. So that's kind of something you can take advantage of if you're a little too dependent on somebody. You can take advantage there, and that's kind of what happened here. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, it looks like the clock forgot to get it going. All right, everything is in working order now. Well, Bears only down 1 at this point. JJ, gets it thrown. My word. A great defensive play by Jansky. Just when you thought Wise was going to get that one off, as they are just hunting. Ooh, we got away with a little bit of steps there, did Watkins. Bears understand that they're going to have to maybe guard 1 or 2 other guys. Oh, Wise wants it. He's got the size advantage. I'm not sure why he just doesn't take advantage. Oh, Ryan Parham from deep can't convert, and Turner gets the rebound. Oh, my mistake. I believe so Tennessee's hosting that game, Vera? I thought it was the other way around. Maybe I just got it messed up here. What else is messed up here is Turner just having his way in the paint. And this lead is now up to 5 for the Eagles. And you got to start to think, just the way the offenses have been going tonight, that just feels insurmountable. But then there it is. Devontae West puts a little ketchup on that mustard. Oh, they needed that in a big way. They needed every bit of that swish. Lead now 41-39 for the Eagles. Oh, man. If you don't have butterflies in your stomach, if you're not feeling a little queasy right now, you ain't living. We got the balloon eagle over here. Not sure if he's fully functional. Oh, my gosh. You're not supposed to be able to see who's in the mascot. Oh, that is just, the travesty of it all. Look at that. Zoom in on that. Oh, my gosh. It's not real. Oh, what's the world coming to? And you see the guy in the mascot. Oh, so it is in Columbus. Okay, yeah, so I'll lean Ohio State. Final answer. Oh. Will says Ohio State's going to lose by 14. Wouldn't surprise me, honestly. I'm not sure what to make of this Ohio State team. They're good, but they're not good. But they're good. I don't know. Tennessee kind of in that same boat. Pretty good. Kind of had some head scratchers in there too, but hey, here you go. All right, Bears applying a light press here as Lane brings it up, finds Turner. And you got to think that's going to be what they're going to try to do, is just find Turner. Not really sure why they haven't tried to put Summons onto him yet. A bigger body. As they are hunting Hunter. Especially when the clock gets down. Oh, there was a shot there, potentially. Oh, they called ball on that. Oh, Malachi Summons. Ho, ho, ho. I ain't seen him run like that since he was on the gridiron. Oh, and he's going to get shots as well. So not often you see Malachi Summons leading the break, but here we are. I'm not sold on Oregon. You know, I'm not really sold on them either. But, hey, knocks one down. There we go. But, you know, you win the Big Ten in your first season there. I mean, there's something to be said for that. And he knocks them both down. So welcome to the show, Malachi Summons. We got us a tie game here, 41 all with 4:41 left. Oh, he's trying to time it up. Oh, and he affects the shot. Malachi Summons. Bears have a chance to take the lead again. Oh, Lord. And they're going to give it to the offensive foul on P.J. Davis. That's his second. So that is an ill-timed offensive foul. Not that there's ever a good time for an offensive foul. 4.5, though, still tied. Oh, they're trying to trap. Oh, the quick hands, and didn't really know what to do with it, I don't think, but Jansky was amongst the trees. And then Turner buries the three. As we've said, there's really one guy you got to concentrate on, and you can't let him get loose, not even a little bit. And that's a backbreaker for the Bears. Just when you thought you had something cooking. Oh, that is from way deep. Oh, Devontae West, how are you doing tonight? Oh, you want to talk about the clutch, Gene? There they are. Give me a size 32 in those jeans. Or a 33, depending on what the make is. And sometimes a little snug. 44 all here, just under 3.5 minutes left. Turner just working it over there. Loses the handle. Gets the ball. Oh, Watkins wanted it. Or excuse me, that is Watkins. Oh, Turner from three once more and just buries it. Oh, man. Bears don't want to get into a three-point shooting contest, but Turner has found the stroke right now, and you give him an inch, he's taking the yard. Bears have to not. Oh, I disagree with that. I don't think that foot hit by the time he hit the dribble, but that's a turnover on Devontae West. So Bears are going to have to really clamp it down here. If they want to try to remain in this one, because you got to think if they're down by 2 possessions, it's going to be tough sledding, especially with just over 2.5 left. And Vilonia just eating up the clock every possession. Seems like they're just going to run around the outside and then wait for Turner to just open up. Oh, but that was a heck of a floater there by Watkins. Lead is now 5 for the Eagles. And you got to think that they are feeling pretty good about things right now, especially the way, oh my goodness, P.J. Davis. Put him into the spin cycle. Well, hello there. So Bears hanging around. You'd like to see him in the on the other side of this thing. But as it stands, they're down 3. You know, all I ever wanted was a black Grand National. You know, but what do you do? What do you do here? All I'd like right now, too, is a Bears win. Send us into the holidays with a dub. Vera keeping the chat live tonight. Let's go, girl. Shout out, Vera. 2-12, Bears down 3. Got to clamp it up right here if you want to give yourselves a chance. Lane to inbound the ball. He gets it in, gets it back. That's Mannion bringing the ball up, and Bears are diving for it. Not sure who's going to. Oh, and they called the foul on Folks. Oh, I don't understand why. And a blocking foul at that? Oh, I'm not sure where the foul was on that. That's just a play on. Oh, man. My man wants to be the center of attention here. Goodness. Now, my man's is on that clock like a hawk, though. I mean, you got to think there's got to be a technical foul in there at some point if we've had this many issues. I've never known him to call a technical foul on that, but sneak in one technical foul, guarantee that clock starts moving every time. So Bears really bringing the pressure now. And Vilonia content to just not shoot. As they get the full 35 seconds here to try to do something with their offense. Oh, Lane almost threw it into some trouble. P.J. Davis credited. We got the travel, so the unforced error by Watkins. And the Bears have 1:33 left in this affair to try to make something happen. Bears got to be quick about it and got to be smart about it as well. Folks hands it off to West. P.J. Davis trying to do something. Oh, Wise gets it. Quick trigger. Oh, off the back. Oh, and Turner comes down with the rebound. A minute left. Oh, good hands by Davis not to use the body. Oh, we got a timeout. Vilonia. 25 seconds left on the clock. On the shot clock, let me say that. 54 seconds left on the game clock. Let me differentiate that here. Getting ahead of myself here. 49-46 lead for the Vilonia Eagles. Oh, this would be a backbreaker for the Bears. Who has a programmer, no strangers to backbreakers. You might recall that West Memphis game. Russellville. A couple of backbreakers there. And, you know, in the big scheme of things, probably a couple of games that the football team should have won. Very similar situation here tonight. Yeah, I think that this Vilonia team is a team that the Bears probably should beat. But here we are. You actually got to do it. If there's one thing working in the Bears' favor, they do have the possession arrow. So if we do have a jump ball, they will get the ball. But you got to think Turner here. That no matter what they're doing, they're going to try to get the ball into 25. I would love to see this box score to see how many he's put up. He's got to be pushing 35 at least. Well, maybe not quite that much. Maybe 25 to 30. Oh, it says it right over there. Gee whiz. Well, look up, dummy. Oh, he's got 30. Golly. He's got 60% of their points. Floats it up there. Oh, gets his own rebound. got his own rebound. That's 32 now for Turner. And the lead is now 5, and the Bears throw it away. Oh, the unforced error by Darius Fulks. Untimely for sure. And not looking good for the Bears. Well, I've seen weird things happen, but overcoming 5 points in 30-some-odd seconds, especially the way this game has gone. And right now, the Bears, I mean, they're sitting at 3 fouls, so you got to start thinking, like, we got to foul somebody as soon as they get the ball in. So I would try to limit an inbounds pass to Turner as much as possible, and then you might have to start fouling somebody else. Let's give yourself a chance. 38.7 left in this game. And they get the ball into Turner, who gives it right back to Lane. And they get it back to Turner. And there's the foul finally.
Foul on Sylvan Hills, number 2, Devontae West, his second. 14 foul.
It's only the second foul on Devontae West, but Vilonia will be shooting from here on out, so now you really got to limit getting the ball into Turner. Officials just trying to make sure everybody is playing legal. And Vilonia will burn another timeout. Can't take them with you, I guess. Got a full timeout here. Staring down the barrel of 1 and 21. Well, 1 and 21. My goodness, this has got to be some kind of, I don't want to say record, but golly. There's only so much I can do from up top. And I'm trying, y'all. I am trying. Bears down 5 with 32 seconds left. And the Bears defense ready to roll, but, you know, Vilonia taking the full of their full timeout, as you do get a full minute. Coach is yelling out instructions to their team. Vilonia now ready. You got to think there's going to be all kinds of screening to try to spring Turner loose, especially going to the left. Oh, I've seen that play before. Well, Turner gets it. Quick foul. And with 30 seconds left, Turner is going to be. So that's Curry's second foul. And Turner gets that one to fall. So if he hits the second one here, you could probably about stick a fork in it, as that'll be a 3-possession game. Already a little dicey at 2 possessions for the Bears. And he hits the second. So a 7-point lead now for the Eagles. Bears are going to have to be quick with their shot, whatever that shot is. And once again, the clock. I'm not sure. We've got, I mean, someone's getting a little too fanny over there. Pay attention. Again, if we just handed out a technical after the third time, you know, this wouldn't happen. But it kind of worked in the Bears' favor. You know, they get half the court in basically 0.2 seconds. So not sure who we got going over there running the clock, but it'd be nice if they actually ran the clock. So Bears taking a while to get their shot off. Wise, and that shot is long, and Lane comes down with the rebound, and that'll probably about do it. And Folks will draw the foul. Well, just seeing it out now. And Watkins misses the second, but just a formality at this point. Folks rises up, misses that shot. And Turner with the emphatic slam at the buzzer. So a 56-46 defeat for the Bears. Just kind of looking through your stats just real quickly for the Bears. 13 of 26 from 2 points. As we kind of get this added up here. Five of 16 from beyond the arc. And then really what their undoing is the 5 of 14 from the line. So unfortunately, the Bears fall on the road in what many would have guessed was a winnable game. But, you actually got to win the game in order to get that dub. So the Bears will go into the Christmas holiday 0-2 in conference. Team now on a bit of a losing streak here. I know plenty didn't really anticipate that, as the season had gone on here. Well, it's not much of a losing streak, but losing 4 out of 5 with that one win there against Van Buren in between a couple of 2-game losing streaks. Not great, but here we are. So definitely appreciate the chat getting on there tonight. Next game for the Bears will be at Lake Hamilton. That is the tournament. I forget the name of that tournament, but I know that's what's going to be going on, at least for the boys. And then they will be back into conference play. Well, the girls, let me hit you with them real quick. They've got Quitman on the 26th. Again, that's that tournament that they are in as well. But then the boys kind of lost their schedule here. They'll be at Lake Hamilton on January 2nd, so they've got a bit of an extended time off, and then they will pick up conference play. This will be at home on the 7th of January against Parkview. And Parkview putting it on Maumelle. Or no, they were getting it put on by Maumelle. Not sure what the score was, but I know at halftime it was a lot to not near as much in favor of the Hornets. So, again, 56-46 your final here from Vilonia. Bears fall to 0-2 in conference play. But there's still plenty of time to make that up and get into a prime playoff position here. But we're going to wrap up our coverage not only for tonight, but for the 2024 calendar year. We certainly do appreciate everybody. Again, hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and make sure that you set your notifications. That way you always know when we are coming on again. January 7th will be our next broadcast as the Bears will take on the Patriots of Parkview. Certainly want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a safe and happy New Year. We will see you again come 2025. Good night.